I'm recording.
Hey guys, I'm Dizzy.
A grocery store. We're on our way to the airport.
Big babies.
You put on avocado.
Yep.
Oh, good. Cheese finger.
Good.
So we just finished everything because we're hungry hippos.
Okay, I want you to try the croissant before I do.
But
Mini croissant. We are hungry.
so we came back. So we're at Domino's right now, Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza is symbolic for me in Orland. We broke our veganism at Domino's Pizza. It was our first pizza together as a couple. Like 11 years without a pizza for Orland. It was like 5 for me. When we got married, Domino's Pizza, and now I'm leaving to get deported. And we're having Domino's Pizza. And it's, you know, nice.
That's a good size though.
Yay! It's going to the ceiling.
Look at that shit.
Whee! And he's happy. Oh, my famous pink water bottle is coming on my deportation. Number 2. This one's empty.
I'm gonna miss you so much, baby. All the animals are gonna miss you, especially Miss Kitty. She loves you, and Mr. Noodle because you feed him. You know, I'm gonna miss you so much, and I'm so sad that you have to leave. I don't like being away from you, and I don't know when you're gonna come back, and it's so sad. You're gonna be so far away, and I don't even know for how long. It's just, I really miss you. I miss you already.
sure those window shades are open wide. All electronic devices do need to be on airplane mode at this time.
Tie them by pulling onto the loose end of the belt. To open the seatbelt, leave the metal flap on the button. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please keep it closed.
This isn't Photoshop, this is for real. I came home from a very stressful, sad plane ride, well, multiple plane rides, and I'm finally here, and I came home to this, and I am just so grateful. I can't thank you enough. I am so happy. I'm gonna be opening everything you see in a video for you guys on camera. So if you sent me something, thank you so much. So much. Can you guys hear me? I have like 50 letters back here. So many. Thank you so much. I can't wait to open this on camera. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, my little sloths. You guys are awesome. Hey little sloths, what's going on? As you can see, I am somewhere new. I'm in my house right now. This is the house I grew up in. I'm at my parents' house. And this is the first mukbang I've made after my travels. I got deported. I'm gonna tell you the whole story. The police, the handcuffs, the crazy, crazy flights. JetBlue, you're in trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna celebrate coming home and I'm gonna have a Taco Bell feast. This is everything I have. And I'm so excited because I'm in my room. This was my bedroom. Now you're like, was your bedroom a black hole? No, one of the walls is like this fuzzy, sound absorbing type of thing. I'm in the basement. I was in the basement. Anyways, let me show you everything I got. The first thing I got was my Nacho Supreme. This is, oh, wait, no. Yes, no. Here I got my nacho fries. These are brand new. This is what everyone's been talking about. Everyone's been doing food reviews. So I'm gonna review it too. What else do we have? Ooh, we got some Doritos tacos. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever had one of those before. And I got this as well. So yeah, like I said, I have a lot of story times in this video. So make sure you watch the whole thing because there's a lot to talk about. Ooh, look at this. This looks really good. This is the Taco Bell bowl. It's like a something. Some kind of crunchy taco. I was like, hi, I want this. And they're like, okay. I'm like, this is my arrival party. Okay, so this is more tacos. Oh yeah, I got two of these nacho fries. Mmm, smells nice. And don't you worry, I'm gonna scoot you closer too. This here is a soft, oh, I got two soft tacos, two hard tacos. Oh, I should have double checked before I left. Crunchwrap Supreme, this is my absolute favorite. No burritos. I had beans going on the airplane. It was my first time having beans in like 4 weeks. No. You know me, I fart, right? I'm very open about it, but I didn't fart. I just had the worst cramps. This is probably not something I should talk about in a Taco Bell mukbang, but that's okay. And I have bean burrito here. Yay! And let's feast. Before I begin my feast, I'm gonna open up a package. I'm so excited. There's so many here, don't you worry. I'm gonna get through all of them as time goes on. I will open up the packages in every single mukbang, so make sure you stay tuned and watch to see if I open yours. So I'm so excited. I just selected a random one because I'll get to them all eventually. So this comes from Angela. Does that, I blurted out a marker, so hopefully it'll probably say inside here. It said Angela, right? Yeah, Angela. Wouldn't it be me if I didn't drop something? Oh, let's do this side. I'm so hungry for Taco Bell. You guys don't even want, no. Okay. Oh, what is this? This is pea crackers. Oh wait, is this Korean or that looks like Japanese? Is this Chinese? Chinese, wait a minute. Oh, I love these. Okay, this is definitely Chinese. These are Chinese noodles, thank you. Oriental paste, Oriental Canton noodles. Okay, these are Chinese. Thank you so much. I love these so much. You can put them into soups. I sometimes make them with egg. I'm so excited to try these. This maybe is the Chinese version of Cheetos challenge. Oh, she gave me 2. Thank you so. One for Orlin, one for me. Oh my gosh, other little twists. Oh, that's nice. Ginger chews. Ginger chews with mango. Oh, I love ginger. If you guys don't, yeah, Angela. Angela, obviously. Oh my gosh, another one. Did she send me? Wait, no, it's the same one. Mixed roots. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are so good. This is like sweet potato and yucca root chips. Yes, I love these so much. They're way better than potato chips because they're earthy and salty and. Ooh. Bun Gai Tai Tong Hang. So this is rice noodles. Yes. Green bean noodles. Oh, you make it with shrimp and peanuts. Is this Thai? They're nice and flat like fettuccine. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yes. I love rice. Oh my gosh. You are amazing, Angela, because you know I don't have Asian stuff where I live. And soba noodles. Okay, this is Japanese. I love these. Wow, is that everything? Oh wait, there's a card. Well, your card was on the bottom. Usually you're supposed to open up cards first. This was on the bottom. This comes from Angela. Okay, I'm not gonna show you you put your address on here. I wanna be respectful and not. Nick, I could offer you a lot of words and try to point out in some kind of direction, but the truth is only you really know what is you need and what to take to get you through this. I just know I'm always here for you. Love, Angela. Oh, she probably sent this when I was, wait, September 9th. What was I crying about then? I'm such a crybaby. Hi, Nick. Oh, I'm gonna read her letter, and then I'm gonna eat, so don't you worry. Hi, Nick. I hope you're doing well. First of all, I thank God that I found your channel. It was my late night cravings for Chinese buffet. Chinese food, Chinese buffet, and it led me to you. I've never heard of mukbangs before, and I was in awe at the first sight to watch someone eat that much food. Girl, I love to eat. Actually, my dad, when he came in, because one of the things was for him, that like Taco Bell salad that I was holding up, that was for him. He's upstairs, John. I got, you know, he loves that. So anyways, that was just for the thumbnail. Why did I even say that? I don't even know. Oh, because he was like, Nick, how do you eat all that food? I totally fell in love with your personality, and the stories that you share are very entertaining, like the crazy German lady. Oh, thanks. And you're very thought-provoking. Your raw emotions and unfiltered imperfections make me admire you more. My wish is to find more courage like you, living life as you wanted it to be. I'm deeply grateful and thankful for you, because I've been depressed recently, and I found your videos, and they seem to be the only things that put a smile on my face. Every night, I make sure to watch your videos, new and old, before I go to sleep. I try to laugh with you, and I cry with you, and I love watching your family. Orlin, Angel, Mr. Noodle, Miss Kitty, Kiwi, and hearing about your mom and dad. I'm gonna cry. I hope to God that I could be more spontaneous before it's too late. You and Orlin are so lucky to have each other. I wish I had an Orlin myself. Sending you well wishes. Negativity gets to all of us a lot of the time. But just remember, a lot of people love you just like I do, and you put a smile on my face every day. God bless you and your entire family. Say hi to Orlin for me. Love, Angela. Thank you. Well, you know, I'm grateful for you as well, because now I have all this yummy food. I have all this yummy food to eat. And is this too bright? It's probably like reflecting. Oh. I'm very grateful for you, Angela, and I'm so happy that you like my videos, and thank you so much for the snacks. I will include definitely the noodles in a mukbang, and I really want to try this today. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we feast, and I have some, she loves story times. I got some story times for you about my travels here. I know you're like, just eat already, so don't you worry. I think what I'm gonna do is take bites of everything and really like start to get halfway full. So like a pure chowing down eating sesh, and then we'll start getting into the story times. By the way, I just washed my hands. Nice and clean, smell like citrus, lemon, soap. Okay, so let us begin our feast and also my story time of the whole deportation process and the plane ride and everything I went through. So I really just want to have these nacho fries first. This has sour cream, beef, cheese, tomatoes, you know, like what you get on nachos, but over top of fries. And the fries are like red, like a little, like some kind of sauce or something. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. And I'm so hungry. Trust me, I'm gonna eat everything. Don't you worry. I am hungry. I love Taco Bell meat. Oops. Because it's seasoned very nicely. Oh gosh, I can't stop. Let me just eat all of this. I'm so happy. Do you guys like this black setup? It's something different. I have no choice, first of all. And I think I like it. That letter was so nice. That was like the best part. I mean, I obviously love the noodles, but just hearing your words, that's what they say. Sometimes it's not what you get someone, it's the thought that counts. Like telling her, for her to tell me that my videos help her through depression, I'm just like, what? Thanks for telling me, because, wow, it feels very special on my end, you know? As special as this. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So today's story time is very serious, right? It's so hard, and a lot of anger and sadness is involved in this story. And it's so hard to be sad, you know, get back and relive it, you know, in my mind when this is so good. You know, I'm like, oh yes, I'm like, oh yeah, they did this. Oh yes, this is so good. You know, it's like so conflicting. Mm. 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 It tastes just like nachos. I actually love this more. I like nachos flavored. I like chips by themselves. A nice crunch by itself. A Dorito by itself. I've done nachos a few times on this channel, but I prefer loaded fries because I love chewy, like noodles. Chewy, chewy, chewy. Oh, speaking of noodles, I am going to be having some backed up videos playing throughout my time here in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to Las Vegas. And I have a few surprises for you guys. Collabs with huge YouTubers. Oh, you're going to love it. Anyway, I have lots of noodle videos with Orland. So don't be like, oh my god, I thought he was deported. I thought, you know, just enjoy the show. I made it as a backup in case I get the flu that's going around here and I'm wiped out for a week. At least I have something to show you guys. And Orland and I filmed a lot together, you know, just for bonding and everything. Did I say bondage? Bonding. Okay, this was wonderful. Highly recommend it. I like it way more than nachos because I love chewy over crunch. You know. You know. Okay, the deportation was very hard for me. I was crying nonstop. I remember the night before. This is all going to be all sad now. The night before I had to leave was so hard for me to even fall asleep. That's also why I'm kind of like all over the place. I'm so sleep deprived. It took like 40 hours to get here. I'll tell you the whole story. The police first came to my house and they were supposed to handcuff me and take me there. All I had to do was sign a paper. However, they had to meet me, or well, not them, but other police officers at the airport had to not assimilate, but like coordinate the whole, make sure I'm getting on. And people are like, why the police getting involved? And the reason is this is a legal process. And it has to be fulfilled from start to finish. Next, we're going to have my Dorito logo. It came in this little thing. So it's basically a crunchy nacho, but with Doritos on the shell. Speaking of Doritos. Oh! Mmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I remember I put it on Twitter. There's me crying. And I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because I'm expressing myself. I hate flying, number one. I have a big fear of flying. Let's add some hot sauce to this, by the way. I have so many sauces down here. This here is the fire sauce. I'm gonna make this nice and spicy. Is this gonna be too spicy? Let's find out. I handle spice really well now because the Korean food, I was crying like a little baby. Oh. Oh, wait. Spicy Doritos. This is nice. It literally is Doritos. Oh yeah. Where'd that sauce? Let's add a little. Oh, there's some down in here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a little. We're gonna make a little salad. How about that? Where's my napkin? So that was hard. I was crying a lot on the airplane. Oh, walking through the airplane. Just coming down embarrassing, but see, when I ride on airplanes, I feel like it's my last time alive. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a terrorist attack. It's gonna crash. I always have dreams about it. You're not gonna die. Relax, nikocado. Like, but that's why I was crying on the airplane. Like, oh, I'm gonna die. They didn't even tell me. And saying goodbye to Orlin, and it was just so emotional for me. Oh, so this here is, it's like a crunchy taco with a soft taco around it. So it's a regular crunchy taco with cheese, beef, lettuce, and the soft taco. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Let's fill it up with some hot sauce. So I'm gonna do the fire sauce because I am hashtag Asian now, Korean. They love their spicy. Well, you know, Mexicans too, but I think the spiciest food on earth comes from Korea. You know, I'm not super knowledgeable, but I'm just saying in my experience. Oh, let's also combine it with I wish they had like a sweet sauce. The Asians have a great sweet and spicy sauce. Put that. I remember I made a tweet one day. I was like, do the psychic twins pull up to the Taco Bell? Hello, we'll have 4 Doritos Locos and go to Wendy's, and we'll have a Frosty too. Could you imagine? Actually, while reading their book, they're very health conscious. So that answered my question. You know, I had to read their book. So anyways, their book made me feel it made me feel calm and confident, and I said to myself, I am safe. And I kept imagining white light around me. Like, and will that necessarily save you from anything? No. Is prayer rocket proof? No, but it makes your reality feel calmer. And when you're healthy in your mind, your reality becomes better, you know? And my reality, I obsess and I worry and whatever. I just hate plane rides. So, this is it's a little dry, but what is this? Diablo. What's Diablo mean? It says watch this. I've never had this before. Is it spicy? No. So I'm gonna pour that in there. This is like my favorite ever. Oh my God, this is so good. Yes. Get in my tummy. Oh, that Diablo sauce. That's different. This is okay. I'm gonna save this because this is my favorite. I'm one of those people, I like to save the best for last. Well, one of my all-time favorites is a Crunchwrap Supreme, which I got here. I love my Crunchwrap Supremes. So anyways, I'm only on chapter 6, 7, something like that. I was getting really sleepy. I can't actually fall asleep on a plane, but I kind of dozed off. And no, their book wasn't boring. Didn't put me to sleep. I was just, you know, after a good cry, you just feel like sleeping. That's kind of what happened. So that was that. Said goodbye to my boo. I already called him already while being home, and I miss him so much. I really don't want to cry again. I know I've cried 3 times in this video. I feel so fortunate that I have someone like him in my life that puts up with my crazy. My mom even said, like, how the hell does he deal with you? I was like, Mom, you know me too well. He is, I don't know, I just don't deserve someone like Orlin. And anyways, oh yeah, this is so good. Okay, what do I like more? Crunchwrap or this thing? I just realized this shut off. Oh my god. It shuts off automatically after like 15 or 16 minutes, which it was. I remember seeing the number 15 somewhere in here. So anyways, my flight from Bogota to Fort Lauderdale was fine. I fly on Avianca, which is a Colombian airline. Love it. Nice. The plane's not rackety, you know, it's whatever. I mean, there's a lot of turbulence, there's a lot of mountains, but that's fine. So, here's some annoyance. So I get to Fort Lauderdale, and I have a 6 or 9 hour layover. So my next flight to Baltimore. So anyways, I get off, and you know, you have to recheck your bag if you're coming in internationally and doing another domestic flight, you have to recheck your bag. So I'm going through the thing, I get my stamp, welcome to America. I'm like, I'm American, #USA. And I'm walking on through. And I'm like, hi, I want to check my bag. And they're like, oh yeah, your flight got canceled. I'm like, okay. So they're like, you have to go on through, go back to the main thing. Excuse me, and they're gonna rebook your flight, don't you worry. I said, okay, that's fine, whatever. So I go. This is on JetBlue, by the way. JetBlue's, this is the first time I've ever flown with JetBlue. And it's gonna be the last. I'm gonna send them an email to see if they can refund me. Even if they do, I'm sorry, honestly. It doesn't change what I experienced. So I walk over to JetBlue, and there were 2 women behind a desk, and they would look like this, chomping on gum. Can I help you? I was like, hi, so my flight is scheduled for, what was it like? Oh, 8:30 p.m. By the way, I arrived at like noon, or 1, so it was like, yeah, a long time waiting. 8 hours. And I told my flight was delayed, or no, canceled due to weather conditions. She did say the weather. And I want to rebook. She's like, okay. Ooh. This is going to be a long video. I still have some soft tacos. I'm so sorry. Would you rather see everything? Please forgive me. Oh no, this one broke. Well, we're done with this, so let's get this out of the way. Oh, that's spicy. We still got a ways to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tacos. Looks like I'm floating in outer space. Anyway. So she's like, okay, so I can put you on the next available flight, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. You want to do that? Well, and this is after she typed on the computer, like bullets. And I swear sometimes people type just because they like to hear the noise. Now, before you judge or say, oh, that ain't true. When I was a kid, I was pretending to be a secretary, a male secretary, of course. And I remember going to one of my mom's old keyboard, like from 1991. And I used to go like this. I'm a secretary. I like to hear that. Call me weird, whatever. And I swear, all she had to do was click one button to see the next time. And she was typing away before she even asked for, like, information from me. Maybe she was on Facebook. I don't know. Well, so I was like, I have to wait here for 24 hours? She's like, did I just say that or not? And I was like, oh, okay, and then she's like, oh, wait, no, we can send you to Washington, Reagan, which is Washington National Airport, which is like an hour south of Baltimore. My parents are picking me up from Philadelphia, so they have to go even further now. And that's basically for tomorrow morning. I was like, so I have to wait 12 hours? Oh, wait, no, it's only 1 p.m. That was 16 hours waiting. I was like, okay, just do that. I was so furious. Ooh. I'm in love with fire sauce nowadays. Or like any kind of hot sauce. Yes. They're all over here, which you cannot see, so I'm going to put them here so that you can see. 1, 2, 3, ABCs. I just made a riddle. So I do it and I walk away. And and it was so strange because she's like, oh no, we can do that. Oh wait, we just missed it. See, I told you to talk faster. Yeah, she told me to keep going faster. She's like, talk faster. I mean, come on, these are getting booked. Everyone on your flight is rebooking. You have to be faster. I'm like, I'm not gonna stand here and make a fast decision about my next flight, comprehending sin in the airport for 16 hours. So anyways, I made my thing for Washington, right? And then I'm walking around thinking like, I don't want to do this. Well, let's look at hotels. I don't want to sit in the airport for 16 hours. She was just so mean to me. And she had angry eyebrows like this. Like this is normal, they were like this. I told you to go faster. That's literally what she looked like. Okay. And it was just made me as the customer feel like, ew, you represent this airline. I'm not using this again. Anyways, I start looking at hotels. Let me remind you, this is Valentine's Day weekend in Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful white beaches. There's not a single hotel available at all. Motel 8 all the way up to $500 a night. Hilton Express, sweet Hollywood fancy wine balcony stuff. Nothing. I sat on the floor with my computer calling things on Google because I don't have a cell phone plan. I'm like, hi, blah, blah, blah. And one lady was like, yeah, this is the busiest weekend of the entire year for us. We're like, people book way in advance here. She's like, if something does open up, they're going to charge like $400. And there were some for $400. And I call, I'm like, hi, I'm going to do, I was just like, whatever. I'm so tired. I just hate travel. I'm always traumatized from airplanes. I was bloated. I looked like a lot of water weight. Like my arms are jiggly now. You should have seen them before. They were like down to here. Jiggle, 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 like down to here, jiggling. So much water weight. I puff up like Miss Puff from SpongeBob out of stress. This was so good. I want more. It was so good. So, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So then I start looking at other flights. I walk to the Delta Airlines desk and I said, hi, my flight was canceled. I need a flight to Baltimore ASAP. She's like, oh, I have one for $250. This is one way. I have one, oh, there's one for $127. but you have layover in Charlotte for 4 hours. I'm just like, oh my God. And then I would get in at like 2 in the morning. And I said, oh, by the way, my flight was canceled on JetBlue. Yours are still running. Are yours, you know, is there a reality, a possibility that these are also going to be delayed or canceled due to the weather? She's like, the weather advisory on my screen looks fine. Maybe JetBlue has really old flights, or really old planes. I don't know what kind of not aircraft. Yeah, aircraft they're using. That was a fake sip, actually. Oh. Okay, that was a real sip. I'm kind of running out of water. Okay, so we're done the crunchy. Now I have to do a soft burrito. I already had this one open. Perfect, so I can add my spicy sauce. So, and then she said also sometimes the air traffic control people, they don't want planes coming from certain directions, which I feel like makes no sense because you circle up in the air so you can align yourself to go straight down. Like, planes sometimes go in circles. So I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I was thinking, like, these must be really, really bad planes. I was like, even another reason not to go on JetBlue. And so I was just thinking, like, okay, $127. I'll think about it. And then I walk over to American Airlines. They told me the same type of thing. They said, oh yeah, our flights are running. There's like a little snow coming down, but it's no big deal. The prices were also between 100, 200, whatever. You should have been moving quicker. Didn't I just tell you that? Typing and chewing gum at the same time. Anyway. So I go back onto I call my mom a lot. Or no, texting. I'm like, what do I do? I'm so upset. I'm so tired. I'm so traumatized from flying. My feet hurt. I was swelling. I go back onto my computer and I find a flight for Spirit Airlines for $51 one way. I'm like, oh! It would arrive at the same time my flight was supposed to leave. So leaving at 8 p.m., arriving at like midnight. 8:30 p.m. or 8:45. I used to take Irish step dancing, you know, like river dance. Dun, dun, dun. I'm actually a prize winner. I have trophies I can show you after this mukbang. They're here in my old bedroom. My dad used to take me to Taco Bell afterwards and I would eat 12 tacos. Sometimes 6 or 7, but like we would order 10 or something. Anyways. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. Even though Spirit can be very annoying with their baggages, they nickel and penny you every way up. You know, when you take Spirit Airlines, they charge you for having an extra heavy ring on your pinky finger. If you have 2 pairs of underwear, boom, 25 cents, please. You know, they're so stingy. However, this flight's really cheap, and if you're going somewhere just to visit for a weekend, you don't have a lot of luggage, it's great. So I did this, and I went to the desk, and they said, oh, if you do it with us at the desk, it's $30. $30 for a one-way from Baltimore. From Fort Lauderdale to Baltimore. I was like, okay. But your bag's $40. It costs more to take my darn lights and my clothes that don't fit me than it was to get an airplane seat on the flight. So that was great. So I just hung around the airport. I went out to eat. I went to a Mexican restaurant. I got this really cool platter which had beans. There's the beans I was talking about. Beans and also a bean and cheese burrito. No beans here, okay? No beans for me. I feel better digesting pig feet than beans. Beans are toxic to me. I used to eat them all the time and I was always bloated and never understood why. Yeah, that's why. even if they're cooked for 5 hours in a pressure cooker in my house, even if they're soaked overnight and rinsed twice, re-rinsed to get the toxins that come out. You know, beans have a lot of toxins. I don't know if you know that. And supposedly by rinsing them and soaking them, you get rid of 70%. Well, maybe that 30% left. Is that math? Yes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't judge. Maybe that's what makes you all bloated. Anti-nutrients. I know there's a lot of people debunking it, but a lot of people that do debunk it, like the vegans, have an agenda. And I'm just saying. You want people, if you tell them not to eat beans, you literally have no protein left. So, of course you want the vegans to eat their beans. So you're going to come up with reasons why it's okay. I'm telling you, I was a vegan for 5 years. Beans, for me, I think it's different. People in Latin America eat them all the time, but it's also because they don't have a choice. You know? If they had enough money to afford meat, I guarantee most of them would be eating it. I'm just saying, I think sometimes you have to develop the right bacteria. Maybe it takes years to do it. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm only speaking from my experience. I feel better eating Taco Bell than beans. I'm never eating beans again on this channel. Sorry. Oh. I felt like I was pregnant with Darth Vader's son in my tummy, kicking and punching. The whole plane ride. Oh, speaking of private, so I went on my Spirit Airlines. I arrived around midnight to Baltimore. I'm looking outside. No snow, no wind, no rain. There's a little slush on the runway. That's it. Slush, like slushy, you know? Like a little snow and wet mixed together. The flight from Spirit was actually the best flight. It was the smoothest. The airplane was brand new. It was super, super modern. More modern than Avianca, which is still fine. You know, it's basic. I didn't see the JetBlue, so. But I've been on American and United, and I haven't been on Delta for a long time. But the Spirit, maybe it's just I happened to get a new one. But, yeah. Very smooth. The flight attendant made me feel very happy. I'm telling you. That's why people do takeout. That's why people do Uber Eats and Spotify. No, not Spotify. Post stickers, pot stickers, Postmates. It's because you can go out to eat and have your whole meal ruined because your waitress is a beep. Or she just gotta stick up her butt. You don't know what's going on. Maybe she had a bad day. It doesn't matter. Like that representative. I told you to be faster for JetBlue. She is not JetBlue, but she represents them, and that's in our human brain. We associate them, right? I don't want to ever fly. They're not going to refund my flight. 24 hours they want me to wait. I can understand if there's a blizzard. But every other airline, at least the ones I checked, American, Delta, and Spirit, was running fine. No snow, no rain, no wind. Anyone from JetBlue watching me, please tell me why they do that. And apparently, they must do it often enough, because if I go to their website, which I did, any cancellations due to weather are non-refundable. So the fact that they put that first, like no other websites of American Airlines don't say that. It's because it must happen often. What kind of what kind of planes are they doing? Refurbished planes? I don't know. Okay. Having less light makes my face look bigger. Oh. Okay, it's back to normal. Maybe it doesn't help that I talk like this. Anyways, so I get to Baltimore. The Wi-Fi's not working at the airport. I'm like, great, how am I going to get an Uber to my hotel, which I booked a week beforehand on Priceline? And I tried over and over, and I was like, whatever, I'm just going to pay for a taxi. By the way, I got a hotel right across the street from the airport at the extended stay. And the taxi ride was like 5 minutes, I swear. It was $20. And yes, the man put the thing in his car, and yes, it was comfortable. It was a nice big van, but $20. Oh my God. Luckily, he had a credit card. I asked before I left because I didn't have cash on me. So, the story gets more interesting, you guys. There's people walking upstairs. Can you hear them? That's my family. Nice. I'm gonna have the Doritos one again. So I get there. I open the front door. It's like 12:30 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm full of like bloating and uncomfortable kicking boxing Darth Vader in my stomach. Fire sauce. So I open the door, it doesn't open. And there's like 3 guys sitting at the counter talking. I'm like knocking, hello. And they go like this. I'm like, no, I had a suitcase. I'm in shorts. There's snow on the ground. And they open the door. They're like, we're booked, sorry. I'm like, oh, I have made a reservation. We have no rooms. We have no rooms. I'm like, can I have the Wi-Fi to my phone so I can show you my email? What part of we have no rooms don't you get, boy? This was a big guy. And maybe at 12:30 in the morning, they're going crazy because they were cursing. They were so unprofessional. There was like 3 guys, like all behind the counter. And the phones were ringing nonstop. Expedia, stop sending people. Yes, stop. We are full. We're booked. Oh, Priceline, stop sending people. And I'm standing there and I'm just shocked. Like, there's no room for me. I paid a week ago. And as I'm standing there, more people start to come through the lobby. There's this girl with her friend. And he was just like, we have no rooms. She's like, oh, here's Expedia. He's like, call Expedia. But the way he was saying it was so rude. Like, call Expedia and take it up with them. I am not Expedia. You didn't pay me. You didn't pay me nothing. You paid Expedia, okay? You get it? Like, that was literally how his demeanor was. Like, you get it? Just like the girl behind the JetBlue line. Move faster. So, I was just standing there, and I didn't have much of a reaction because I was so tired. It was like 12:30. I just traveled for like 40 hours. And I'm just like standing there, and there's this one of the managers was this Russian guy. I'm assuming he's Russian. He has thick Russian accents, or Slavic, Eastern European. I think he was Russian. And he was just like, yes, we have nothing for you. We have no, I can't do Russian accent. I'm sorry. We have nothing for you. I was like, I just traveled halfway around the world. I have nowhere to go. Please, anything. My mom's gonna pick me up tomorrow morning. I just need 7 hours to crash. He's like, well, we do have this one room, but the toilet doesn't work, the shower doesn't work, there's no sheets on the bed, you can use towels as pillows. Would you do that? And I was like, okay, yes, I'll do that. And so he says it, and then they all start talking, and they answer more phone, like just ignoring me. I'm just standing there at the counter. Oh, we have no rooms. And then they start talking to each other like, boy, I need a drink. I need some tequila on rocks. I am so sick of it. What? I've never experienced this before, where you book a room and you arrive and they say, no, we don't have it. I'm like, what's the point of doing it? And then so I asked, and they're like, yes, this is a very common problem with Priceline and Expedia. A lot of times they don't actually keep in good communication with the hotels. So they're sending out people's arrangements, like all the people they turned down before my eyes. They probably were local Boston people, but it's Valentine's Day weekend and everyone is just ready to make babies. You know what I mean? So a romantic getaway to Baltimore, I don't know. Or the locals just want a hotel where the kids don't hear, you know? So they shooing them all away. I had my suitcase. Maybe they felt bad because they didn't shoo me away. They shooed everyone. Like, get out of here. Goodbye. We're closed. The manager doesn't come back till 7 in the morning. Take it up with him. I'm not the manager. Don't talk to me. That was what the desk person was saying. So anyways, and then the Russian guy turns to his friends again, who are cursing and laughing, like, So he said he's okay with the room that has no toilet and no sheets. Can we do it? And he's like, I have nothing to do with it. I am clocked out. This is overtime. Get me alcohol. That's how he was talking. And I was looking at him like, you know, sad puppy eyes. I was like, please? He's like, okay, I'm going to go put some sheets on your bed. Do you want towels as pillows? I was like, yes. I was like, I come from South America. I'm not looking for anything fancy. I just need a place to relax, please. So luckily they had this room. And he goes upstairs with a bunch of towels and sheets and not sheets, like the comforter. And he's like, okay, I'll be back. So I'm standing there in the lobby with the guy that was cursing and screaming and telling me like, what part of we're booked don't you understand? And they started like talking to me in a way that was flirtatious. So get this. I don't know if he was a chubby chaser. Actually, this guy was like 5 times my size. I said he was very big. I'm not judging. I'm just, you know, it's a story. You describe the people. They had black hair. They had brown hair, you know? Like, this is the story. So I didn't know if he was into this. I was just standing there. And I was wearing pajama pants. It was the only pants that still fit me because all my jeans don't fit me because I've gained hashtag 50 pounds. So, it might not look like it, but I have down there. And so the pants were skin tight. They were like, so, you know the girls, we all know, the girls that buy pants and jeans that are 2 times too small. And it's like sucking the life, it like squished. They look like sausages, little wieners in plastic wrap. Those were my legs. And maybe he was into it, I don't know. But he was just like, so what'd you do this week? You know, so where you coming from? Colombia. Oh, what do you do in Colombia? And I didn't say any of my personal information. I was just like, oh, it's just, you know, I'm visiting, you know. He's like, okay. And he starts talking to me about his life. My sister did this. My uncle does this. And I was just like, okay. And he's like, okay, boy. He kept calling me boy. Okay, boy, let me look. What's your name again? So I tell him my name. He looks me up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is a problem with Priceline. Never use them. So, moral of the story, don't use Priceline or Expedia if you have something major, like flying across the world. It's not a guarantee, apparently. Or maybe I don't know. I've never used Priceline before. My ex-boyfriend did it when we were going on our trip on the West Coast, but he handled it all. He paid for everything, so I was just literally the housewife following along. I don't know. Now that I'm a big boy, I have to take care of myself. Anyways, so he keeps talking to me. I'm just like, oh, okay. So finally the Russian guy comes out. He's like, your room is ready. So he gives me my card. I go into my room. And lo and behold, it has no sheets. And there's towels as pillows. And the toilet, not only does it work, there's a big crack going through it. I don't know who sat on that toilet. What other mukbanger. But the toilet is no bueno. I would break that toilet after this meal. Okay. So it looked like, you know, the Philadelphia Bell that has the crack going down. It just... I don't know how do you break a ceramic toilet? It was so strange. I should have taken a photo. I didn't. And I just went to sleep. Woke up, my parents picked me up. Wow, I'm not eating, am I? I am getting full. Doritos. Both my parents came. Saturday. No. Sunday. Oh! Tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to post a video tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to post, but I'm going to post something. I have a few, like I said, with Orlin backed up. So, it was very comfortable. The bed was very comfortable. I slept like a baby. I was right next to the elevator, though. That was annoying. Ding, 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 ding. But I have my earplugs. I have my eye mask. Even though it's dead-ass winter, I turned on the, you know, at the side, the little thing you control either heat or cold. The air blowing out. You know me. I don't like the heat. So it was so nice. It was like air conditioning, which I don't have in Colombia. So I turned it on cold all night, blowing. It was like 30 degrees outside, and I was like, oh, I love to feel snuggled under blankets. So, you know, I had the little white noise of the air blowing, my earplugs, my eye mask. I fell asleep, whatever. My parents came, and I met them in the lobby, and they're like, hi. And my dad's first words were, oh my goodness. And I was thinking, oh, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. The last time he saw me was in April when I got married, 1 year ago exactly, pretty much. And my double chin was not as proud, let's just say. Oh my goodness. And I was like, oh. But he didn't say anything after that. Just like, good to see you. I was like, I know what you're thinking. So I broke the ice and I was like, yes, family, I gained 50 pounds. You don't have to tell me. My mom was like, no, you didn't. I mean, I see your face is a little different, but your body looks the same. I was like, take the beer goggles off. Do you want me to take off my shirt and spin around like a ballerina and show you? Do you want me to jump up and down and show you my jiggle jaggle? No. You want to see my new stretch marks? Okay. I was like, trying to be all nice about it. You don't have to lie to me. I know I gained weight. I don't care. Okay? I'm having fun and living my life. It doesn't even matter. But let's just get it out of the way so there's no like, oh, is he aware? You know, yes, I'm aware. Okay? So the car ride was very nice. It was, you know, driving back to Pennsylvania. We stopped at Wendy's. I got a triple burger, the 3 slices of meat, and I also got a spicy chicken crunchy sandwich. Those 2 sandwiches were like $14. That's yeah, it was like $14 for 2 sandwiches. What? I don't know. Anyways, I come back home and now I'm here. Actually, no. So we walk into the house. It's so strange coming into the neighborhood. Any of my adult viewers that have parents still living in the house that you were raised in, you know what I'm talking about. You move on and you create your own life, your own family, your own rules, your own dreams. And you go visit your parents once a year. Well, for me, it's about once a year. Maybe you see them every weekend. I don't know. Every family is different. And so, I think you can relate to me. When you come back into the house, your old room, the kitchen, everything seems different but the same. It's a very interesting feeling. It's bittersweet. Brings back good memories and bad memories. It's interesting. So we came back. It's like noon. No. 2 p.m. This was today, okay? We both sit on the couch, me, my mom, and my dad, and we talk about life. When are you moving back to the United States? What's your goals in the future? How much money did you make on YouTube? You know, like they're asking all those questions. What do you do now with your life? Again, like when are you coming back? Like where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like what's Colombia like? Like what do you do there? I was like, I sit in the house all day. Like just, we sat for like 2 hours just updating each other about life. My mom went to sleep to take a little nap. She's napping. Then I come into my room and I see all of these packages. There's like 30 packages and like 40 or 50 like a big stack of letters from you guys. And I wish I saw this 2 months ago when I was on the floor crying. Because I get so much hate. We had to talk about haters to my family. They're like, why are people saying this about my son? What did you do to them? I'm like, I didn't do anything. They're just calling me names. Why would someone do that? They don't understand, you know, the internet. So anyways, I get a lot of hate. And I told my mom, I was like, you know, it affects me to this day. It's very hard for me to read the types of things and just infect my mind. It's like an infection. You know, your mind, and it can ruin my day. It was really nice seeing all of these gifts, all of these cards, all of these thoughts and, you know, gesture put towards me. I see stuff for Orlin and Mr. Noodle, like, thank you so much. My P.O. box is closed, by the way, so if you're like, oh, I want to say it's closed, I ended up closing it because it's too complicated from Pennsylvania to Florida, from Florida to Columbia, and, I'm going to make a new P.O. box when I move permanently back to the States, like next year. So wait another year. By that time, I should have 1 million subscribers, and we can have, like, big unboxing, unlettering parties. This is still going on. I don't know. I want to be with you till the day I die, okay? We're BFFs. Just saying. Okay, no. So, anyways, so I was kind of looking at them, and I opened up the one from Angela. Thank you again. I love you so much. I appreciate this so much. And then I said, Dad, I want to talk about, okay, son, let's go. And I got to talk about, now I'm here. And I feel like I missed a whole lot. This was a very long story time. I was so tempted to do windy. Oh, another thing. Both my parents have colds. They picked me up coughing. Hi, son. How are you? And I was like, uh-oh, no. My mom's like, hi. And they hugged me and kissed me. And then they told me, oh, yeah, we've been sick for 2 weeks. We can't get over this. I'm like, oh. I love you, but what? Yeah. Okay, give it to me too. So today is February 18th. Yes, today's February 18th. I leave for Las Vegas on February 25, I think. 24, 23. It's like soon. I'm only here for like 5 days and then I leave again. I'm hoping, I don't want the flu. I don't want the cold. I hope I get some. Actually, I already still, my nose already. In the back of my throat, as soon as I arrived, I felt it swell. I hope I get something and start to get through the worst of it because I have a lot of big plans for Las Vegas, okay? I'm meeting someone very, very special. I'm doing a few collaborations. I don't want to be bedridden in some place where I have no car. no one to help me, you know? So, I've been washing my hands like crazy. I had the face, actually in the car ride home, I wore the face masks. But I feel like it's just inevitable. I don't know, maybe my body will fight it off. I don't know. But when you live with someone, you just can't avoid it. You touch the same sink, you touch the same light switch, you don't wash the light switch every time you touch it, you know, it just, you can't help it. So, oh well. So if I get sick on this trip, I already starting to feel a little congestion. I already started to feel in the back of my throat. So, just a forewarning, I'm aware of it on day 1 of being here. So anyways, I am done. I'm going to save these, put them in the fridge, eat them later. So I had 5 tacos and a little bowl of nacho fries. So that was a good feast, right? And you guys, thank you for eating with me, of course. If you're new, subscribe. I'm here every single day. Oh, I'm going to be making daily videos here, I think. Unless, maybe let's do every other day, okay? Because I hate flying on the airplane. When I go back to Colombia, I want the marriage visa so I can stay for a year or two and not have to worry. So I really want to stop traveling until I move back here. And I want to enjoy time with family. I want to vlog. I want to do some special foods. Excuse me, American foods. Because I'm here. So, expect more videos from me. And I'm going to try and make this as positive as possible, okay? Because I could sit here and cry like a baby every day. All I have to do is turn on that switch and tap into the sadness. You know, everyone walks around every day with sadness and happiness in their mind at the same time. You know, you don't realize everyone feels pain, everyone struggles, everyone's happy. In moments, every single day, you go up and down, up and down, up and down. You'll wake up 9 a.m., you're crying on the floor. 2 hours go by and you're laughing with your friend. That's actually how life goes. No one cries for 12 hours straight. No one feels sad for 12, unless it's like clinical depression. But even in depression, you have happy and sadder moments. That's fluctuation. So I'm just saying, I'm going to focus on the positive on this trip and make it as fun for all of us. Please, please, please watch all my videos here in the United States. Please, please, please be with me as I get through the waiting period, basically. I already have my return flights in exactly 60 days. So tax day is when I go back. So American tax day. Thank you for being with me. Please stick with me. And we're going to make this really, really fun. And thank you again for all these packages. I'm looking at them in the corner right here. Oh my God. So many. So anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And I will see you for another eating show in my old house.